the new SRAM Maven mineral oil brakes. I have one of the new limited edition expert kits here. I've already opened it, it's really sick, but we're gonna also be doing a full install in my Score 2030. These brakes are definitely overkill for that Score 2030, but it's the biggest bike I have, and it's more braking power is never a bad thing, right? This kit retails for about $600. If you're interested in these brakes, I would highly recommend doing that because of all the extras you get in this box. We're about to go through it all. First opening, like I said, these are the limited edition red splatter anodized version of the brakes. These are available in small quantities, and if you're interested in getting yourself a set of these brakes, we have 5 kits available, and that's it forever. They're available right now at thebicyclestation.com if you are interested in buying yourself a kit. Same box we're unboxing right now. If you want to be one of the 5 people that buys it from us, do it right now, because once these are gone, they'll just be normal silver, I think, again. So let's open this up. There we go. So we got the front and the rear. So yeah, these are mineral SRAM brakes. I really like the contact adjust on brakes. I always like this feature. It just looks so beefy. It's a shame I don't have a bike that really needs these. The fresh mounting bolts, those look the same as the old ones. Oh, it's like a whole pizza oven situation. The reason why you want to buy one of these expert kits is because it comes with all of the extra stuff that you would otherwise have to buy separately. This rotor bag, I like the camo. We got a bunch of rotor bolts, and it comes with 4 rotors too. So I think the idea behind this is that you can customize like how much braking power you want based on the course you're gonna be racing at or whatever. I think for the majority of people, these expert kits are just a nice way to get the brake set and the rotor and the extra stuff we're about to get into without having to pay extra. Let's see, we're definitely not gonna use the 200s. I don't think we're gonna use it either. And I think we will be using that 180, so I'll leave it out. I wonder why it says Avid. Weird.
Because it's an Avid bag that they rebranded?
No way.
I don't know.
Well, SRAM owns Avid.
Well, there you go.
Oh, it's got a rotor on it. In case you were wondering what was in the bag.
And show off the carrying handle.
Oh, yeah.
Model the bag, Jesse. Oh. Walk with the rotors.
You get a mineral oil bleed kit. Let's open that up. It's got a syringe head there. Fluid. New Maxima mineral brake oil. They were pretty adamant on the tech call that you have to use this specific mineral with the SRAM brakes. I guess it was developed specifically for the Maven and I'm assuming the DB8 also. These are nice. And this is definitely like the nice pro bleed kit, like just like the dot fluid one. 2 syringes. So we'll pull those 2 out, and they're different than the dot fluid ones. Dot fluid bleed kits, they designed it where instead of a 4mm bleeding edge, it's now 5, so you can not screw this up. Same thing with the thread on side of it. It's actually, they did the opposite. So this is a bigger thread than this, and so it will not work on the wrong thing. Not that that would be a problem, but it's just so you don't mix the 2 fluids up. It might explode if you do that.
Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Do you want me to keep filming your struggle?
Box chats. You get the matchmaker pieces for those.
Stop throwing stuff at me.
What are these? These are the... So it comes with the organic pads installed. We're gonna leave the organic pads installed. Check these out, the big boys. SRAM is going to be changing the name of all their pads from, they're just gonna be small, medium, large, and then these will be the extra large ones. They're not changing any of the other pads' shape or anything like that. They're just changing the names of them. So right now, the 2-piston brakes are gonna be now called small. The 4-piston brakes are going to be called medium. The code brake pads are going to be called large, and the Maven are the extra large, which are these.
Love that.
Love it.
Love it so much.
We're not going to be using these on my bike today, but SRAM has new post mount adapters to go with the launch of these new brakes. The old ones with the conical washers are gone, and now they just have looks like just a machined, I don't know if it's machined or not, but these are for 180 to 200 and 200 to 220. There is another one that doesn't come in the Maven kit that is the TO20P-1, and it goes from 160 to 180. New pad spreader. This isn't the fancy one that I've ordered and have been waiting for like a couple months now. I think this came out in December maybe, but we haven't seen them yet. But in the new bleed procedure, this is actually essential, so we'll need to be using that in a second. Pro foot, it's so you can remove nuts, some fittings, a bleed block, a different bleed block, I guess. So it's a different day. We've got a lot of stuff going on. YouTube is hard. SRAM prepared a nice little note thing for me so I could kind of explain some of the thought process behind these brakes. The big one being the mineral oil. SRAM's kind of known for their dot fluid, and the thing that kind of sticks out to me in their notes is that they're saying that it's more durable than the dot fluid. So you're gonna have the same performance with longer service intervals with the mineral oil, specifically the Maxima mineral oil. They were very stoked.
You have to use it.
Well, they were very, very stoked on that. I guess the Department of Transportation regulates dot fluid, but not mineral oil. So everyone's mineral is different. And so just like how Magura and Shimano have different minerals, this is a new mineral that is now a SRAM mineral. I guess they developed this over 4 years of R&D, which is cool. If you are using a code brake with 220 rotors, the Maven setup with 180s apparently has 18% better braking power. The whole idea with this kit, and that's why it comes with so many different rotors and the different brackets, is that you can tune your braking performance if you invest in buying this kit. Like I said, you definitely should, because it comes with all this stuff with no, I don't know the exact pricing, so I don't want to say no extra charge, but it's definitely a good value.
You get pretty red anodized brakes there, and then you get a cool bag.
Yeah, the bag is really important.
You can use that to check your rotor wear.
Well, that one's for the pads. These are for the rotors and the pad. And you stick the whole pad in there to measure the wear. I like whenever companies make things easier. This is making things easier for me. I am gonna be I grabbed, the kit only comes with 180, but I grabbed another 180. Oh my God, is there fluid on it?
Torch it.
Oh no. Okay, so Chase spilled some water on that. That's what that was.
My bad.
It's okay. I was more worried than I needed to be. We're gonna switch over my rotors. These are Centerline X SRAM rotors. The Maven brakes work with this rotor. It's not gonna break it or anything, but since we're going with the big, huge brakes, we might as well put the bigger rotors on also, and I'll put these on like an XC bike some other day.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, we're kind of turning this into a big bike, aren't we?
Yeah, go big or go home, you know?
Hand me that new rotor. These fittings are still the same though. These
the barbs? The olives
yeah,
and
the
barbs?
olives and barbs. But there's like a special like SRAM name for them, you know what I mean? They're the same. And so you can, if you have a bunch of those laying around, there's not a new one that you need to contend with. We'll throw this through my frame. And I mean, just so everyone, we know these brakes are overkill for this bike. It is the longest travel bike that I own, and I'm still excited about them though. I think it's gonna be awesome. Sometimes the hose doesn't go all the way through the frame. Vibe check on that, Chase.
My vibe check?
Yeah, how do you feel about Maven so far?
It's chunky. Like, that is a thick brake. There's a chance it might stop you too much.
Most people would probably say that, yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
If I end up with Maven on my XC bike.
I don't know why you would do that.
Why do we do anything?
Damn.
They want you to do a specific order of events whenever you're connecting these fittings back together. So before I do that, I'm actually just gonna cut the hose to length. I'm just assuming that connoisseur of hose. Yeah. Can you hand me the hose cutter? Right there is probably good. Like I said earlier, this is the same old Stealth of Majig or whatever they call it fittings. I'm pretty sure they're my favorite. I like how they thread into the hose. Base, ooh, oopsies.
Oh God.
Actually, that's totally fine. Got on the phone with SRAM. What you need to do is whenever you're reconnecting these fittings, you hold the Maven brake up and down for some reason. It's not clear to me why. I'm guessing it has to do with not getting air into the system a certain way, but this was something they called out to do while you're connecting these fittings. Maven. I like the way the fitting is no longer like on this brake, it's like straight out, and on the other SRAM brakes, it like curls inward. Like these levels that I took off this bike, it's like cocked inward like that, and it's a lot easier to put this on and off, so I appreciate that. It kind of works. So one other thing that they wanted you to do for the install procedure is just start and gently kind of spread them back, the pistons back in. But this was now a part of the bleed procedure. I'm gonna go ahead and put the block back in so we can actually bleed it. And then we'll do that again whenever it's bled, but the block wasn't gonna fit in, so. See, yeah, grab the block. It feels pretty good. I don't know if it needs a bleed, but we're gonna do it just for the video.
Part of me wants to say do it for funsies. The other part is like, don't waste the oil and just like save it for when you actually need it. For when you actually need it, like when you legit need to bleed them.
Petroleum-based product here. That's a design flaw.
Do you right now?
How are you supposed to suck it up? It don't. See?
This is not.
This is not good. The design of the packaging prevents you from using your syringe to get
Does the doodad spin off?
But then I couldn't pull fluid into the syringe. I have an idea of how to fix this. I'm gonna plug it into the... And what I'll do is I'll just overfill the other side of it. This syringe hopefully fits into the... Yeah, 50% functional. I mean, that is kind of a problem for like a bike shop. Like, I guess you could just dump that out into a different thing and then use it. I mean, that's annoying, but if you have to do that, I guess you have to do that.
Yeah, that sucks though.
It definitely sucks. And that's really on there too. Oh my God. Yeah, and since I put like too much in there, it should, now I can fill up the other end of it. Sweet. A little bit of a workaround, but works good. Look at what we did to this bike. Pretty dramatic in the bike stand. Just like, it feels like, come feel it.
Oh God, that's like a rough. Really gonna be stopping you.
It rips. There we go. I toned down the content, the contact. Now it feels totally different. So before we had it in like rip the rotor off the brake mode, now it's in like, it feels a lot more modulating.
So you toned it down a little bit.
I'm gonna tone it back up. I liked it when it was up. We didn't even weigh them or anything. I don't even care how much weight we decided. I bet there's a nice middle ground somewhere in there. Not something I normally would buy. If it wasn't for this YouTube channel, I would not own this product or be putting it on any bike at all. But it's exciting, you know? You know what it reminds me of? Well, let me tell you the first thing. It looks like that Van Halen album cover, right?
Yeah, kind of.
So if you're a big Van Halen fan, make sure to grab a set of Mavens.
We have 5 sets.
You're right. They came in.
Yep, I have them hidden in the back.
Yeah, they're secret. The other thing it reminds me of is kind of like monsters in The Witcher that are like woodland monsters, but they're also like bleeding. You know what I mean? Like I have like a bleeding wound on my bike.
Weird comparison there.
Bloody, gory looking for some reason. I don't know.
You're like blood core, and I'm like,
looks
ooh,
like
pretty.
It's pretty hardcore looking. You know what? We'll weigh it because I feel like we should. They're probably not light. I don't know.
Why would they be light?
Why would we? That's what I was thinking. Like, it's actually not as heavy as I thought it would be. This is a front, uncut front brake. Let's weigh a level for comparison. Obviously it's heavier, that's not what we're trying to show there. But it's not unreasonably heavy in my opinion. I mean, for how much power it gives you. I don't have the percentage charts, but I'm sure SRAM has published that on their website now. But the amount of braking force that this has is like quadruple the amount that this has. So exciting stuff. We're gonna be really stopping abruptly.
Yikes.
Yikes. I wonder if we could put these on our car.
What?
I don't know what I'm saying.
Playing in the snow.
It suddenly started snowing.
Like a lot.
But I was thinking like, that's perfect. We can test the brakes. I will say I've rode this in the store and I literally like hurt my hands because I dramatically stopped. Do you think it's gonna work well?
Yeah, I think you're gonna stop.
See, that's what I wanted. I wanted some like wetness in it. We really planned the snow out. I'm kind of scared of it.
I would be. Just don't hit Jibs. Hey, look at you braking and not dying.
All I did was, I didn't do anything dumb. All I did was grab the brake. I wasn't even going that fast. Oh my God.
Please don't die. That was a lot. That seemed like a lot of braking action.
Just do it once. It's super fun. The bike just goes woo, and it like falls forward.
Okay, except here's the thing. I know myself. And if I do that, I will be face planting. Okay.
Yeah, what's up with this, G? Oof. Wow, dang. Maven brakes. I honestly was not trying to do those like stoppies and it just freaking first wet. I mean, it's literally snowing and the bike was stomping to a stop.
Look at that. What is that? She doesn't care. I got too close to the bike again.
She doesn't care.
I'm filming.
That was fun. We learned a lot about...
This is the shakiest camera work ever because Gentry's climbing all over me.
So yeah, thanks to SRAM for sending these out so we can have them ready to go. These kits are available for purchase right now. There's 5 of them. We'll have all the links below if you want to buy one. I don't know if anybody's getting more. It's a limited edition product. I mean, the Maven brake is going to be around, but these kits that we just unboxed and went through specifically, we have 5, and that's all we're getting out now. And bike shops, we're only allowed a certain amount. They're not like a forever thing, so keep that in mind. Thanks for checking it out. Let us know what you think.